Good afternoon, everyone. I want to thank everybody for being here on such a warm afternoon. I couldn't help but notice when John started speaking a minute ago, the breeze just picked up when he started talking about the pledge and what it stands for. So I want to thank you on behalf of the men and women in law enforcement. And no speeches tonight. The ceremony speaks for itself. I just remind everybody that in this country, every 57 hours, a law enforcement officer loses his life. So as much as we fight overseas, we fight the battle here every day, 24 hours a day. There's a fight going on, and I think it's great recognition in this community of those who are ready to do whatever they need to do for us at any one time. I just want to say tonight, I want to remember someone we lost this year, Sheriff Heinrich. His many years of service, and we lost him earlier this year. But Sheriff Heinrich gave 48 years of law enforcement service to this community, and 14 years of which he served as our sheriff here. He was an outstanding person, a man of vision, and he started many of the programs that we have here today, and worked under Sheriff Beard prior to him being the sheriff, and was a great inspiration to many of us, and was instrumental in the ceremonies and a lot of the remembrance that we do today for these fallen deputies. So I would like to remember him tonight as we move through the ceremony. Thank you.
The Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office has a long history of honor and traditions which span more than 160 years. The commitment to public safety and accomplishments by this office could not have been achieved without the courage and dedication of the men and women of the Sheriff's Office who serve our community each and every day. It is through their hard work that you and I are able to go about our daily lives in this wonderful community of ours. And our gathering here tonight is a time of reflection and reverence for those we have lost. We read their names, we press their photos close to our hearts, and we recall the beauty and the meaning of their lives and their sacrifice for duty. Scripture teaches us a difficult truth here. The mountains may fail and the earth may give way, the flesh and the heart may fail. But after all our suffering, God and grace will restore you and make you strong, firm, and steadfast. So it is, and so it has been for each family of our fallen heroes, and so it must be for all of us. And tonight we gather, as we have many times before, to honor our heroes, those who paid the ultimate price for service, and they will never be forgotten. Deputy Richard Roach, August 15th, 1874. Deputy Roach was sitting on the front porch of his home when he was shot to death by an unknown suspect. His murder has never been solved. Deputy William Whitehurst, July 4th, 1893. Deputy Whitehurst was shot and killed while attempting the arrest of a suspect. Deputy Ed Olick, January 24th, 1932. After responding to a call for service, Deputy Olick was shot and killed. Deputy Robert Max Suarez, September 3rd, 1944. Deputy Suarez was shot and killed while attempting to serve civil papers. Sergeant Ben Wilder, Jr., July 22nd, 1962. Sergeant Wilder was shot and killed while he was attempting to make a felony arrest. Sergeant Donald Williams, June 12, 1967. Sergeant Williams suffered a fatal heart attack while engaged in riot suppression. Sergeant James Strachinsky, September 4th, 1969. Sergeant Strachinsky suffered a fatal heart attack while attempting to stop a disturbance with a county jail inmate. Auxiliary Sergeant Lee Hutchinson, July 25th, 1970. Sergeant Hutchinson died as a result of fatal injuries received in a motor vehicle crash while responding to an emergency call. Deputy James Allen, May 21st, 1974. Deputy Allen suffered a fatal heart attack following a violent struggle with a jail inmate. Corporal Limon Harvey, December 15th, 1981. Corporal Harvey was shot to death in his driveway as he got out of his patrol car at the end of his tour of duty. Deputy Fred Clark, May 7th, 1987. Deputy Clark died as a result of fatal injuries he received during a motor vehicle crash while responding to an emergency call. Deputy Donna Miller, May 8th, 1987. Deputy Miller died as a result of fatal injuries received during a motor vehicle crash on May 7th, 1987 while en route to an emergency call. Deputy David Abella, April 21st, 2004. Deputy Abella died as a result of fatal injuries sustained during a motor vehicle crash while responding to a call. Sergeant Ronald Harrison, August 15, 2007. Sergeant Harrison was shot and killed while sitting in his patrol car at a traffic signal. As we honor these 14 men and women, let us remember now that it is not how these deputies died that made them heroes, but is how they lived.